G here, bringing you another Diablo 4 video. And today we are going to go over... hold on, I gotta... I gotta make sure I'm live. One second. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. I had to make sure I was actually live because I tried to broadcast earlier. I did a full video talking about my build and stuff like that, but like it wasn't, for some reason, even though I was live, it didn't upload to YouTube. So, that, I don't know why that didn't work. But, hello everybody. Big G here. Bringing you another Diablo 4 video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back at Diablo 4. Season 5 is now live, and this is the last season before Vessel of Hatred that comes out October 8th. Really looking forward to that. That's going to be big. But today we're going to go over the Chain Lightning build for the Sorcerer. Yes, I'm back to being a Lightning Sorcerer, which I haven't done since season 2 or 3, I believe. One of those where the ball lightning sorcerer was a thing, and oh my goodness gracious, I had so much fun playing that. But I've had just about as much fun being a chain lightning build, sorcerer. So for this build, I'm going to go over just about everything. I'm going to go over the gear, I'm going to go over the skills, the Paragon, and then I'll tell you guys how this build works. Like, I won't showcase it because that's a little time consuming. I'll just tell you guys what to do, and then you guys will see for yourself how this build works. Alright. So, for the gear, I have the Godslayer crown on there. I am trying to work towards the Mythic Unique version of this build, even though I don't have any Mythic Uniques right now because I'm not quite prepared to fight the tormented bosses, which are the main farming method for Mythic Uniques. I'm not quite prepared yet, but for the helm, you're going to want the Undarios Visage Mythic Unique. If you don't have that, go for Godslayer Crown. It's really good. You could also use the Crown of Lucian. That also works as well. For the chest armor, the Mythic Unique you want for this is Teriel's Might, because that gives you a little bit of, I think, defense a little bit. But since I don't have that, and if you don't have that, put the ever-living aspect in your chest armor. Try to get life on hit on your gear. Second. For the gloves, you're going to want the Fist of Fate to get a little bit more damage. For the pants, this is really crucial for this build. You're going to want the actual conduit, because this is a chain lightning build, so make sure you have that equipped. For the boots, we're going to want the aspect of the Orange Herald to get some cooldown reduction for ultimate skills. Okay, for the weapon, if you don't have Doombringer, use a staff with the lightning rod aspect and do some more damage with chain lightning, and use that until you get the Doombringer Mythic Unique. And once you use Doombringer, for the offhand, the aspect is going to be Stormswell. But as of now, just use a staff with the lightning rod aspect to get more damage from my chain lightning. For the first rain, we're going to want Tal Rasha. Tal Rasha is very crucial for this build. I don't have a 925 Tal Rasha equipped right now. I have to get a better one, so I have to farm Varshan to get a better Tal Rasha for 925. I got to work on that. Now, the Mythic Unique for the ring is going to be Ring of Starless Skies. If you don't have that, like I don't, we're gonna want the Starlight aspect because that helps with our infinite mana. I will explain that in a second. For the amulet, we're gonna want recharging aspect on there right now. But once we get the Ring of Starless Skies, we're gonna take the Starlight aspect and put it in the amulet. So that's for the gear. Now, I noticed I mentioned life on hit earlier. Yes, you need life on hit on just about every piece of gear you can, except for the uniques, because the uniques you can't change the affixes on them. But like your legendaries, you want to try to get life on hit on all those. Now the reason why that is because of the Starlight loop, the Starlight aspect. Because you gain primary resource for every 20% of your life that you heal. So every time we're hitting enemies with our chain lightning, we're getting that mana back, and we're also getting healed, aka making this build really tanky and nearly making us unkillable. That's how we get infinite mana. And when we get the Andalio's Visage mythic unique, we get 666% poison resistance. So all those poison enemies out there, them little bastards, they won't be able to even hurt us. Not at all. Now, Andalio's Visage does do the Poison Nova thing, but that's not why we need it. We need it for the poison resistance, and Andalio's Visage will give us between 500 to 600 life on hit. We need that life on hit, so that's why Andalio's Visage is crucial for this build. Now, we need 4 mythic uniques for this build. Yes, I know that's sad to hear, but mythic uniques are the most sought after items in the game. However, once you are prepared, since I'm clearly not right now, but once you are prepared and you complete a tier 8 Infernal Hordes, if the monsters are level 200 in Infernal Hordes tier 8, then take on the tormented bosses. I highly recommend you do a tier 8 Infernal Horde first to make sure you're ready. If you're not ready, don't do it. Alright, the skill tree. Alright, I'm going to go over this real quick. I'm going to put 2 points in Firebolt, all because of the enhancement. So our enhancements, we're going to have Firebolt in there for the first one, for the burning damage. And then we're going to have Ice Blades into the second one for cooldown reduction. Alright, so the 2 points will go in Firebolt for the fire enhancement. It does not go on the bar. This is just for the enhancement. For core skills, we're going to put 1 point in Devastation to increase our mana. We're going to put 3 points in Elemental Dominance to get an increase in damage. We're going to max out Chain Lightning because that's the main skill of the build. And make sure you get Greater Chain Lightning to increase our damage even more. We're going to put 1 point in Charge Bolts and Enhanced Charge Bolts. And this actually buffs our currents. So when we have points in this and we use the unstable currents, it's going to shoot out charge bolts because we have points in charge bolts. Come down to our defensive skills, we're going to put 1 point in Flame Shield. Flame Shield is used a lot in Sorcerer builds. And of course, like all Sorcerer builds, we're going to put a point in Teleport and Shimmering Teleport to get the damage reduction there. Put 3 points in Glass Cannon for damage, for more damage. 1 point in Ice Armor and Mystical Ice Armor to get some more damage to the enemies. We're going to come down to our Conjuration skills. We're going to put 1 point in Ice Blades. Again, this is for the enhancement, not for the bar. And make sure you get Summon Ice Blades to get that 20% cooldown reduction. We're going to put 1 point in Lightning Spear. And this is a skill that we're going to use, so that does go on the bar. And make sure you get Invoked Lightning Spear. You can get Summoned if you want to go the Crackling Energy way, but in this we're not using Crackling Energy, so get the Invoked Lightning Spear. Put 3 points in Conjuration Mastery to do more damage. 1 point in Align the Elements to get some damage reduction. 3 points in mana shield, some more damage reduction, 3 points in protection for more life. Then you're going to come down to mastery skills. You're going to put 1 point in static discharge to do some damage with critical strikes, even though it's going to drop crackling energy, but you do more damage. So that's why you put 1 point in static discharge there. You're going to put 1 point in ball lightning, and you're going to get the enhanced ball lightning to increase the attack speed of your ball lightning. So again, this is for the unstable currents. So when we use unstable currents, it's going to very quickly spawn out ball lightning. And we're going to put 1 point in inner flames to help with the burning damage and the firebolt enhancement. So that's going to help that a little bit, increase the damage there. And then we're going to put 3 points in devouring blaze to get increased critical strike damage against burning enemies. So that's going to help with flame shield as well, and it's also going to help with the firebolt enhancement. Then we're going to come down to the ultimate skills. We're going to put 1 point in unstable currents, and just get the prime ones, increase attack speed. Don't worry about supreme because we're not doing crackling energy. 1 point in coursing currents to increase the critical strike chance. 3 points in electrocution so that we get some damage reduction there. And then finally, for the passives, we're going to get Various Mastery. Now for Season 5, they buffed this so that you do 250% more damage with Various Mastery. So that's really good. We want that. Alright, for the Paragon. I'll keep this simple. In the starting board, just keep to the right and go up a little bit. And get the first glyph socket, put reinforced in there. Get these over here, and then go to the left. Take up the path. Get the second board, and that's going to be Enchantment Master. Rotate it till it looks like this. Then you're going to go north just a little bit and get the Elementalist Rare Node here, and then make your way to the right. Get Elemental Balance Rare Node until you get the next glyph socket. Put Elementalist in there, which makes sense. Then go north and then to the right and get the Erudite Rare Node. Then follow the path north a little bit. Go, keep going to the right, and then go north and onto the next board, which is going to be Burning Instinct. Rotate it so it looks like this. You're going to start going north a little bit until you get the Safeguard Rare Node. And then you're going to go down and to the left a little bit and get the Cinders Rare Node. Then you're going to go to the right and up and get this normal mode, and then you're going to go south to the left and then up and get the next glyph socket. Put Destruction in there. Then you're going to go south and get the Smoldering Embers Rare Node. And then you're going to keep going to the right and then south again to get the next board. And this one is going to be Frigid Fate. So go all the way down until you get Weakness Rare Node. Then go back, go to the left, down, get the next glyph socket, put Unleash in there. Then go south and get the Chilling Rare Node. Then go back, go to the right 3 nodes, then go south, then go left. Keep making your way to the right and go up till you get the Guarded Rare Node. Then you go south and unlock the next board. And this one's going to be Elemental Summoner. Rotate it till it looks like this. And you're just going to go to the right, then north, then right again, and keep going until you get the next glyph socket. Put Charged in there. Now from here, we're going to go to the right first to unlock the next board. So we're going to go to the right till you get the Erudite Rare Node. Go south 2, and then go all the way to the right to unlock the next board. This one's going to be Searing Heat. Rotate it till it looks like this. You're going to go south, get the Ashes Rare Node, and get this Magic Node with it, along with these two. Then you're going to go right, unlock the next glyph socket, put exploit in there, and then get the next two normal modes right next to it. Then you're going to come back to the previous Paragon board, Elemental Summoner, and you're going to go north 1, move to the right, and then go straight up and unlock the next board. This one is going to be Ceaseless Conduit. So you're going to go north, right, north, right, north, right. Keep doing that until you get to the next glyph socket, which is for Flame Feeder. Put that in there. Then go south and unlock the Galvanic Catalyst for a node. Then we're going to go north 3. Then make yourself to the right, north, right, north, right. Just keep doing that until you unlock the next board. And this one is going to be Static Surge. And just make yourself to the right 3, and then down, and then make your way to the right and get the Incapacitate Rare node, get all those. And then get the last glyph socket, which is Tactician. So get that. And that should be it for the Paragon. That should be it. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Now, the reason why I said infinite mana here, I mentioned earlier life on hit. Now, what that does, life on hit is going to help the Starlight aspect, because we gain 29 of our primary resources for every 20% of our life that are healed. So when we're doing life on hit, we are gaining mana and we're gaining life. So to make this build work, when you go into a mob of enemies, just spam Chain Lightning. Just like hold whatever button it's assigned to, just hold it down, and you won't run out of mana. You won't run out of health. You just spam, 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 and kill all the enemies. So that's how this build works. That's basically all you have to do. If you get low on health or whatever, you can teleport out. You can activate your barriers. But as long as you are spamming Chain Lightning, you should have no problem whatsoever, and it's a lot of fun. Trust me. And so that's pretty much it. Another thing I want to go over is what the Mythic Uniques look like.
What do you need?
They are now purple. And they're not Uber Uniques anymore, they are Mythic Uniques. And they're purple. They're purple now. So the 4 that we need for this build are Endalio's Visage, Doombringer, Arena Starless Skies, and Tero's Might. Those are the 4 Mythic Uniques we need for this build. So it's a little time consuming, but it's probably going to be worth it in the end once you get all 4 Mythic Uniques. Very, very helpful, very, very good. And lastly, the Infernal Hordes. This is the new endgame content, and it's also on the Eternal Realm as well. So it's here to stay, which is great news. The Infernal Hordes is the way to go for maxing out your reputation to rank 20, leveling up, getting materials from masterworking, so you no longer have to do the pit anymore, thank God. You can get unique items, you can get legendaries with greater affixes on them, and the Infernal Hordes is awesome. However, you will not be able to do the Infernal Hordes until you unlock tier 3. So you'll probably have to be about level 60, between level 60 and level 70 to unlock the Infernal Hordes and do them, and you will level up really, really quick. I say per run, you'll probably get about 3-4 levels a run, which is really, really good. So, there's 8 tiers in the Infernal Hordes. I just did a tier 4, so I'm halfway there. Tier 5 is the next tier I need to work on. So, the Infernal Hordes is really, really good. Now, for farming Mythic Uniques, they say the easiest way to do it is to get the materials and farm the Tormented ladder bosses, aka the level 200 versions of the ladder bosses. you can farm either one you want. However, it is recommended to farm the Beast in Ice, level 200 Beast in Ice, because not only is he the easiest out of all the bosses, but he drops the most mythic uniques than any other build. So I've heard. I mean, I have yet to see for myself, but that's what I've heard. So farm the Tormented Beast in Ice. Let me know if you guys are getting mythic uniques more from him than any other boss. Let me know. That way, I'll know before I take him on. So that's the easiest method to farm mythic uniques. I do have resplendent sparks. I only have one right now, but to craft mythic uniques, you need 4 resplendent sparks. So, you know, that, in my opinion, I don't think it's really worth it. I'd rather kill enemies and get the items that way instead of, you know, trying to get resplendent sparks. Now, this is my recommendation. The Tier 8 Infernal Hordes has level 200 bosses and level 200 enemies. I would not recommend taking on a tormented boss if you haven't beaten a Tier 8 Infernal Hordes. Because if you haven't beaten a Tier 8 Infernal Hordes, you're not ready to take on a tormented boss. So I would recommend doing Infernal Hordes Tier 8 first before taking on a tormented boss. That way, you know you're ready to take on a tormented boss. So, so there's that. So that's basically all there is to it. So this is Big G signing off. I will see you in the next video. Peace.